It is episode 100 of your Marvel Strike Force weekly news update. There's a lot to talk about, a lot of salt regarding this Silver Surfer offer debacle. We got a lot to discuss, and how far are these ramifications of this screw up? We're also talking about some good things. This third anniversary milestones looks very, very good. So if you're ready to discuss the positives and negatives going on right now in Marvel Strike Force, I am joined by my brother OhEmGee. And if you're ready for it, OhEmGee, tell them what to do, my friend.
Let's go smash it. Valley's the best.
ValleyFlyin.
Woo! What is up, Valley Maniacs? Welcome to the 100th episode of your Marvel Strike Force weekly news update. I am joined by my brother OhEmGee. How are you, my friend?
I'm doing well. 100 episodes. Wow.
100 episodes. We've been playing this game for a long time. It's about 4 episodes away from 2-year anniversary of this. We are celebrating the 3rd anniversary of Marvel Strike Force. A lot of salt in the community right now, but
Yeah.
how are you enjoying the game so far overall?
Unpopular opinion. I actually quite enjoy RTA much more. I thought that it's a great game mode, but it's actually playable for me. Better than the original Blitz ever was, in my opinion.
Well, okay. This wasn't on the topics. Let's discuss this though. What are you enjoying about RTA right now?
Okay, so I play try hard team. So like, if you come across me, you're probably going to see me playing Axeman, Shadowlands, or some Zemo, Phoenix, Silver Surfer hybrid, and which is annoying if you're not playing the same way I'm playing. But when I play up against another person that's playing the same way as me, I highly enjoy it.
All right, so you're just going for the knockouts. Are you totally avoiding the objectives for the characters, using abilities, and that's why you're getting a lot of enjoyment from it?
So I only play for the knockouts and the daily objective, and guess what? My weekly objectives are done. They work out. You don't have to. It's just, if you play those, by the time you get to the end of the week, so it starts on Friday, right? And it resets on Wednesday or Thursday, I'm finding like everything's already done. Like if I just focus,
maybe I've been playing wrong.
Yeah, if you just focus on, so you only need to do 2 or 3 try hard characters, and then the other 2 you can kind of fill in. Okay. So for example, I needed Protector for this week, right? Yeah. Well, I just throw in Yo-Yo whenever I can. She's a try hard character, right? And she gets it done. All
right. Well, I'm gonna try that. I'm just gonna focus on knockouts, using good teams, focus on winning, not getting my characters in there. So, and maybe that'll make it a little more enjoyable. But
when I lose, it's not a big deal because I tried hard, the other guy tried hard, and I lost. And it's interesting, And it's not my favorite game mode. It's not the best. It's better than it was. And for me, I actually enjoy it more than OG Blitz. I never liked that game mode, and I find this better.
Okay, well, I'm gonna try it, and maybe my opinion on RTA will turn around when I'm doing that stuff. Because I'm glad we're opening with some positivity, because I know I'm ready for the salt. Are you ready for the salt?
And I don't think everybody likes RTA. I'm just saying I like it more. I think it's the best version for me, and I actually like it, so it's fine.
All right, well, I'm going to try to play that, and hopefully my opinion comes around. But are you ready? Are you ready to get a little salty today?
There's a bunch of salt. There's a bunch of salt, man.
I'm glad he had something positive to talk about at the beginning, because, oh my goodness, what is going on with this Silver Surfer offer? And just let me frame this for anybody that hasn't been paying attention to what has been going on in the past week. Silver Surfer came out with a release. The offer was $20 for 50 shards, I believe, and that was, you were able to purchase that 2 times. Unfortunately, there were some people that were doing some things. I'm not totally clear on what exactly happening, but I think it involved crashing the game at some point. But they were able to get these offers more than twice. And what is the situation going on right now? I mean, how far does this extend to the community?
Oh, I'm not connected with the cheaters. You know what I mean? And so, there's a lot.
As far like we got to notice that there was only 5 people that cheated, right? But just those 5 makes it extend to everybody. So how far do you think this was reaching?
Well, I mean, what the developers said in a post is that 5 people had bought extra offers on Silver Surfer, and that number seems low. But at the end of the day, we only knew about 2. like before they made the post saying that there was 5, we technically only knew about 2 people that had more than a 3-star Silver Surfer. And actually I said this on stream, it's like, if a bunch of people are exploiting this, how come we only know about 2 of them? You know what I mean? I remember saying that, you know, how come we only know about 2? Then the post comes out saying that there was 5. Most people, including myself, think that there was a lot more than 5 people doing this. It just seems like there's more than just 5. If it is just 5, you know, but you know, the other thing too is like developers can lie, and sometimes they do lie, and sometimes they mislead us, and sometimes we shouldn't trust them, and that's fine, right? I think that's a fair statement, right?
Yeah.
But cheaters
I'm being sarcastic.
But cheaters are lying.
Yeah.
And they are 100% lying. So I'm worried about some of the information that's been posted on Reddit and it's being spread out. That's kind of it's coming from the cheaters. Like how, you know, is that it? What's more credible information? I'd rather take the developer's word for things than cheaters. So I think there's some, I'm worried that there's some cheaters out there that are saying, we reported this, blah, blah, blah. Here's a screenshot. I don't know where that screenshot came from. You know, do you trust the cheaters? I don't know that I trust the developers, but I don't know. Like the thing is it's unknowable. But the one thing I know is that the cheaters are not trustworthy. That's that simple. That's the one thing I'm certain of. They're not trustworthy.
Very true.
Developers, 50-50 maybe. You know, sometimes. You know what I mean? I don't know. Anyways.
I don't know. Yeah, well, geez, this is a very big thing. Now, I was thinking that a lot of the people that were directly affected, maybe the Krakens, depending how often this was exploited, because there was a post that seems to be that the Cerebro got notified back in August, which I think is what you were talking about. Right. I don't know. I don't know if things got brushed under the rug. If the exploit wasn't, if it wasn't the same at the time,
what is a different exploit that was fixed? I don't know. I mean, I think it's very convenient for cheaters to say that. Well, that's what I'm saying. Maybe they're just saying that to make it not make them not look as bad, because like everybody else is doing it, so I'm going to do it too. I don't know that that's true. Maybe it's only 5 people. Anyways, we don't know. Anyways, what looks really bad is that there's a screenshot on Reddit where it says that Cerebro was notified of an exploit back in August.
That got deleted. I just looked for that post. That post got deleted.
Anyways, it got deleted. So I don't know enough about that. And at face value, I believe Cerebro's response to that is, I get a lot I get a lot.
That part is fair.
Yeah, I know how many messages. And then I know for a fact that there was an exploit that was fixed, and I think he also posted on Reddit saying we fixed that one. And this is a different one.
Let's go look at the
So it's like, who do you believe?
responses.
Who do you believe? You know, it comes down to who do you believe? I don't know.
That's been my response. I'm sort of going against the cheaters and everything, but I don't have all the information. I don't know how widespread this was. I know what they said. I don't know how widespread this was.
Here's the thing: is I don't know how widespread this is, because first of all, this is a Kraken problem, and that for specifically the Silver Surfer. Silver Surfer affects everybody, but what I'm talking about is these. So Krakens that let's say they were in DD4, right, and they hoarded a lot of resources, and the most efficient way for them to get 15s was to buy those $25 packs that gave 18 gear for 15s, right? As opposed to spending $300 a day refreshing the store, like going 50 cores, 100 cores, 200 cores, 400 cores, 800 cores, 1600 cores, just refreshing the stores like mad. $300 a day. And some of those people that were refreshing the stores $300 a day are upset because they think cheaters were refreshing those $25 offers that gave 18, because that's way cheaper. And you know, they're going, what if these people that beat DD4 were refreshing the store and they beat it costing half as much money as I had to spend? And so those are the people that are really upset. Now that's a narrow fragment of people that are upset. That's not the entire community. The community was all directly affected by Silver Surfer, and that's a big deal. Maybe we should just talk about that, because that is the big deal, right?
Yeah, I mean, it may be going back. People may have exploited this in the past, but I don't know. I don't know. It's a very strange situation. So this was the anniversary. No, this is for Zeke's. All right. So this is some responses from Cerebro. This is the thing that he posted yesterday about the correction. We will get to that full correction, but some of the responses from Cerebro. Have you submitted a customer service ticket yet? This was someone that bought it twice and only got it once. So this is something that happened in reverse.
That's that's the worst right there. Yeah.
And then he's saying, and then this guy's saying, have you ever submitted a customer service ticket? They have a lot of copy erased non-responses. I think that's kind of true.
They have bots. They have bots. They have AI bots that respond to everything. It's pretty bad actually sometimes.
I get a mixed response. I mean, sometimes it's obvious there's a bot. Sometimes it looks like they're really responding. Let's look at some of his other comments. All right, this wasn't it first reported in August 2020? I feel as if it isn't investigating right away when we're now in 2021. Cerebro's response to this, that was a slightly different issue, but I absolutely understand that people would come to that conclusion. I probably would do it if I didn't already know the details.
Okay,
that's what we don't know. We don't know the details.
That's what I was talking about is who do you trust, cheaters or the developers? Well, neither. We're in a situation today where no parties have any credibility whatsoever. So liars are lying to liars at this point. And so what the liars are saying is like, we told you about this in August of 2020. And then the developers saying, well, we fixed that one. Who do you believe? I don't know. Like I don't know, man. I don't know. It's like, and so, who said that it was reported in 2020? Or a cheater? I don't know. You know what I mean? It's
a person on the internet that it's hard to see who that person is.
Yeah, and I just don't have enough information. Maybe it's a trustworthy source. I don't know, but it looks bad. It really does look bad, and I don't know.
All right, one more response from Cerebro. I'm sorry, it was BS. That was only 5 accounts, and I'm trying to be family friendly here, but there were a few screenshots that made the rounds a lot, which gave the impression that there were more than 5. If you see anything awry after we made these changes to the other accounts, please submit a customer service ticket and we will investigate. And this is kind of like what you were saying. We know of 2. We've seen screenshots of 2.
We've seen 2.
Yeah, and I don't recall saying it. Now, let me talk about Blitz real quick. Let me talk about Blitz real quick.
Yeah.
Because some people are reporting saying, "Oh, I saw this character in Blitz." The way Blitz is set up, it's based on people's roster. So if you've seen it in Arena, if you've seen it in Real-Time Arena, if you've seen it in War, those are legit. But if you've seen more than 3-star Silver Surfers in Blitz, that's legit. That can be legit, possibly. So I don't mean to interrupt you, but what were you saying?
Okay, so here's the thing: is I'm mad at the developers and I'm mad at the people that are doing this intentionally, and so I'm mad at both, right? And I feel like there is an effort right now for the people that did this intentionally are trying to deflect a lot. I feel like there's a deliberate movement to deflect the blame. And is it okay? So if it's true that there was an issue back in August that they fixed, and then they came up with, and then because that's how these bugs and exploits are. They're whack-a-mole. They find one, another one pops up. They may pick this one, and then another one's going to pop up next week. I don't know. That's a weird thing, right? Because I mean, it is what it is. Here's the thing. I guess is first of all, it's the developer's responsibility 100% to make sure that these things don't exist, right? And they do not have a good track record of fixing things when we talk about them. They're trash. The developers are trash in responding to our issues. We talked about shelling. How long did that take to fake a video? Chewburger made a video.
About a year.
Chewburger made a video. Okay, arena exploits. I know there's an arena exploit video out there as back in October of last year. What they said they fixed it. Is it even fixed? There were blitz spotting before they went to Sim Blitz, right? Remember the blitz spotting? Yeah. There were actual YouTube videos on there explaining how to blitz spotting, and they were advertising on my channel. Like I would get. Like people will send me screenshots because I don't get to control the ads on my channel, right? Yeah. I get screenshots of they're advertising the blitzbotting hack on your channel, and I send a screenshot. Nothing happened. They did. It took 6 months to a year for this stuff to get resolved, and that's unacceptable. It's unacceptable. It's trash. So at what point is it the cheater's fault, and what point is it the developer's fault?
I mean,
it's both. Well, it's both at this point, and
it is.
It's both at this point. It really is. But here's the thing: is the developers are at the end of the day are the ones that are ultimately responsible, right? And so what I do like about this post is that they acknowledge there's an issue. They said they're going to fix it, and they said they're going to ban people that continue to do it. And I mean, they have to do that because why is anybody going to spend money on this game? This is almost as bad as hacking. When there's no point in spending money in games. Someone can hack the game.
It depends how it was. This could be this could be construed as hacking, depending what actually happened to prompt getting multiple offers. Like I said, I'm not sure exactly what the cheaters did to get these multiple offers, but if they manipulated the game, crashing on purpose at certain times, and replicating it, that is hacking in my opinion. So and before we move on to this, let's go here. Before we move on to the actual statement that was made yesterday, those Blitzbot ads. Do you know if the Scopely ever banned those accounts on YouTube of people that were running those ads?
I think their solution was come out with Sim Blitz, and that was that. I don't think
no repercussions for people that were. Oh my goodness, I don't think
so. I mean, it seems to me that they have a policy that they just don't ban people. I don't know, but have you heard of anybody really being banned? Like permanently banned? I see like
temp. I've seen temp bans and people upset about that.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know, man. This is a mess. I mean, I do like what they said in this, but the problem is this. We're going to read it, right? The problem is this: I'll read it. We don't trust them. Why don't we trust them? It's because they suck for like a year.
Litany of errors.
Yeah, and if they had any goodwill towards the community and they built any kind of trust and had any credibility, we could actually take their, like, I could get behind the developers a little bit, but it's not earned. Where they're in such a bad place today because of things that have not happened even over the last year, maybe even longer, right? It seems like it's been going on forever. These problems and these issues, right? Let's read it.
All right. Silver Surfer offer correction. There have been some question in regards to an issue where a few players were able to purchase a recent Silver Surfer offer, $20 for $50 Silver Surfer shards, limited to more than the maximum purchase limit. Upon investigation, we have identified 5 accounts that through that glitch were. Well, that's what this statement says. That's what the statement says. They were able to purchase more than twice, and only one of those accounts purchased it more than a total of 4 times. This person was obviously hacking and cheating. If you're doing it more than 4 times, that's not an accident.
Yeah,
that is not an accident.
And I believe that person got a 70-hour suspension, from what I understand. And then of course they credited him back. But anyways, we'll get to that part, right?
Yeah, creating so much unrest in this game. That person. That's nice punishment for that. All right. This will be corrected, and all 5 accounts will have their excess shards of Silver Surfer removed, mitigating any advantage that they may have had, but they did have that advantage for however long between the time that they got the offer and the time that it got corrected. So there's still some punitive measures I think they should do at that point. Any additional actions on these accounts are considered a private matter with these individuals. Now, I've heard that they're giving out power cores to these people. I don't know how accurate that is, but
no, I've seen the screenshots. They refunded the power. We'll get to that. They refunded the Silver Surfer, and they gave them the amount to upgrade Silver Surfer. So if someone bought 2 extra packs, someone bought 2 extra packs, they gave them the money back, the $40 worth of cores and 80,000 gold, which was the cost to upgrade Silver Surfer. So they wiped out the 4, and they now have a 3 in their account.
Okay, but are you saying they got a refund for money and they got compensation for cores?
No, they got no money back. They got power cores back.
Cores. Okay, that's what my understanding was.
My understanding is the person was actually reasonably happy with this solution.
Yeah, I mean, what they're getting something for money, and then Scopely can still take back what these people spent real money on, and it allows them to do that within a legal.
They didn't get cash back. They got power cores, and they got their gold back, and now they have it. And now they have they now have a 3-star Silver Surfer. So, anyways,
all right. All right, that sounds a little more reasonable. I'm not sure what happened with the bans, if they're going to get more bans or anything like that. I don't know if all of these accounts are worthy of that, but someone that did it more than 4 times, jeez. We understand this caused frustration for many of you to see some of the players that had more stars in Silver Surfer than should have been purchasable. We don't want you to feel that somehow missed out, so we have decided to include the same offer, $20 for 50 Silver Surfer stars, limit 2 for second round to all players in the near future. Now, this was something that Zeke said on Reddit last week.
Yeah.
Nothing about these refunds and taking the Silver Surfer shards back. Do you think this is still necessary at this point to send this offer out if they're taking all these shards back from these accounts?
Well, I think that's the main takeaway from this. They didn't have to do that, and they did. And so,
which part are you talking about? The offer or the shards taken out?
No. For you and I, we get an second round at buying those. Did you buy both of the original offers? Did you spend the $40?
Yes, but that was to make a video. I don't know if I'm going to buy this offer again.
Okay, yeah.
Because there's no other video. I don't know.
If I choose to spend another $40, I'll now have a 4-star Silver Surfer, right? That wouldn't have happened if this situation here didn't happen. So this is that's what this is, right? If so we were, because they were trying to sell us. They're trying to sell us these things now for $60, 60 shards for $50, where now I can go and buy 100 for $40, which that would not have happened. This is kind of like an olive branch, a peace offering in some way.
Well, here's the issue that a lot of the chat had this morning on the live stream. This creates a bigger gap between free to play and spenders in the community. So I do like this. This does benefit people that want to spend, all the Krakens that want to spend and that, but it creates a bigger gap. So it's a double-edged sword with that. We're closely monitoring the number of purchases carefully, and any account found to acquire it more than twice will be at risk of an indefinite ban. Indefinite, I guess. Yeah.
I'm very curious about this specifically, right? Yeah, I really am.
How long of a ban is that?
Well, I mean, I got to put myself in their shoes a little bit. How do you ban people for spending money? Because that's what we're talking about here. So, I think they should, but that's a difficult conversation. Is no, you spent too much money. I mean, doesn't this remind you of baseball and steroids back in the day when like Mark McGwire and Barry Bonds? Doesn't it kind of remind you of that a little bit? This whole situation.
Sort of, because
it seemed to me that the MLB was turned a blind eye to steroid use because
I get what you're saying now.
The MLB turned a blind eye to steroid use, right? And so they have because the ratings. Because remember the Maris home run record was there for like a million years, right? And then there's suddenly people getting close to it, and the stadiums are filling up. And the only reason why this home record is getting beat is because they're turning a blind eye to steroid use. Then Congress had to get involved to force the MLB to like crack down on steroid abuse. Like they weren't doing it themselves. I feel like that's what's happening now with this.
Now I understand your analogy. Yeah, it does seem very similar in that point.
You can be mad at the players, but you got to be mad at the MLB for allowing it to happen. And I think that's what this is right now. Is that we have
both. It's both.
It's both. Yeah.
I like this next sentence because they do take responsibility. They own up to it. They don't deflect. They don't say, "Oh, we did." No. So I like this next sentence. Intentionally leveraging exploits is against our terms of service, and while we know loopholes like this are our responsibility to oversee, so they take responsibility. I do like that. They know that they need to fix this. We won't hesitate taking punitive action against players who exploit them while we work to close them. So this is an important sentence right here. That's probably my favorite part of the entire thing. The dev team is currently diagnosing the cause of glitch and is planning a course of action how to prevent it from happening again in the future. This is also a good sentence right here. I like what it's implying there. Thank you for all that reported.
Please do it. Why does it have to take there's bugs like every day? You know what? I've been saying this on stream for about a minute now. If we could get someone to make sure that the artwork on the packs is correct, how like the artwork is often wrong, or it'll say tech instead of mutants. Like if they had any kind of level of attention to detail on the little things, maybe this big stuff wouldn't happen.
Yeah. It's the details. If you get to, it's like you said, I don't know if you really said that offline or in a video, but once you start to get the details right, all these little big things, all these big things are going to start falling into place. But it starts with making sure the details are accurate.
Yeah, if there was somebody over there that was a stickler. Now, first of all, I want to say the event yesterday the event went live Monday without relatively no problems, right? There was one minor issue with the Star-Lord thing that they fixed, right? But I
didn't notice the issue with Star-Lord.
Yeah, it was.
I got
there
the compensation,
anyway.
but I didn't. Yeah, I didn't notice what the issue was.
I think a lot of people felt like that. I knew about it beforehand, and then they fixed it. But anyways, that event went through fine, right? Why are we so excited about that? Come on.
That something's working correctly?
Oh my God. Why are we so excited about an event not being broken and no bugs? There's like no level of attention to detail at all. Like, I mean, it's almost absurd. You know what I mean? And you know what? Because I worked for a guy, and it was very difficult to work for. But he would like call me if I put a wrong letter on an invoice, or if I did something wrong, or how come I didn't charge for this? And you know what? Nobody stole from that guy. You know what I mean? He was like, he micromanaged, and the little details were perfect. And if someone over Scopely was focused on the minor details and was being offers go out correctly, artwork is correctly, the details, top level AAA mobile game, if there's such a thing, a game that's going to be $1 billion game someday. This is going to be $1 billion game someday, right? It's on track to be $1 billion game. You think that if they had somebody that cared over there, played their own game, took attention to these little details, this big stuff wouldn't happen. I promise you.
And what would that take? A $50,000 a year salary? $60,000? I don't think it would take that much.
I don't know. Not that much.
How big would that be if they have someone doing that stuff?
I know.
My goodness. All right. So let's talk about this. Let's talk about some positivity. Let's talk about Silver Surfer himself. How are you enjoying this character? How are you enjoying this character? Despite his strange release.
Well, there's some things that bother me about Silver Surfer, specifically his gap. That kind of bothers me. Like I actually have to turn him sideways. I don't want to see it. Oh, there you go, much better.
I don't know. I don't know if that's better.
Yeah, this guy's good,
let's keep him like this.
So the more that I play him and the more that I use him, I'm convinced he's the best character in the game. I really think he is. And I think he's amazing. I'm using him in Blitz with my 4 worst characters and always get wins. Nice. I put him on defense and I'm getting wins on defense, which he really should be used on offense. He really in Alliance War. But I'm so bored with Black Order on Black Order that I'm not using Black Order. I'm using hybrid teams with Silver Surfer to destroy Black Order now. I'm so bored.
In Arena?
Yeah, in Arena. Yeah. So this guy's good. This guy's great. I can't say anything bad about this guy. And he needs all the T4s. I'm using Striker like you are, but I've been thinking about it. When this guy gets with high health pools, that healer class might be super annoying also.
Yeah, that's normally with weaker characters, I use this healer class to build them up so they have more survivability, but it might be very, very crazy hard to kill him if you get a healer class when he's super beefy, but I'm enjoying him as well. I like these kind of characters. Now it does lead to potential power creep down the road when a character's this strong at 3 golds and 3 red stars, but it's a very good situation for a lot of players that are unlocking them. Now, the unlock method it was supposed to be Strike Pass. We got an in-game mail that Silver Surfer was supposed to be released during Strike Pass last week when the update dropped, and we don't have the Strike Pass yet. Now, normally they do offers for characters, about a week gap between the offers for the characters and when they are released in a free-to-play method. So I was expecting that Strike Pass going live yesterday. Maybe it's going live today. Maybe it's going live later in the week. Do you think this potentially got delayed because of all this debacles with Silver Surfer?
I don't know. I'm expecting it any day now. I mean, in the daily objectives thing, it says prepare for strike pass or whatever already. So there's some sort of little artwork. You've seen that, right? So I think it's any day now. I would be surprised. Okay. I don't think they'll do it on Friday because Friday is kind of a problematic day. I would see Wednesday or Thursday.
Yeah, maybe in a couple hours we'll see this thing dropping. Mm-hmm. All right, other things that we got in this update. Let's go back.
Important about that is that free-to-play players, can do their daily objectives, and we got to see what they are. But in theory, they should be able to unlock a 2-star Silver Surfer. And I just want to say this right now: a 2-star Silver Surfer is good. Yeah. I mean, so if let's say you're free to play player, this new strike passes, there's going to be a paid track and a free track. The free track, my understanding is, should allow you to get a free 2-star Silver Surfer, and you're going to want to upgrade him. Yeah, he's going to be amazing at 2 stars.
Now, are you basing that on what we saw with the battle pass for real-time arena, or is there other information that you may know that is guaranteed with that?
Okay, so this is based off of a leak that was given to Philosopher.
Okay.
So this is my understanding. I don't see how it's not going to be like this. But they said that basically this will be a way of everybody will get a 2-star if they. Okay. You're gonna have to jump through the hoops. So I can't say it's free, and we don't know what those hoops are going to be. We have no idea what the structure of the daily. I'm calling it daily objectives 2.0, but my understanding is there's going to be daily objectives 2.0. Free track, paid track. The free track should net you a 2-star, is my understanding.
Okay.
And 95% certain on this. 95% certain.
That is why people getting extra offers is for this particular character is a problem. So yeah, well, we'll see. I'm thinking it's going to be that way just because Battle Pass was going to be that way. I've been hearing rumors of that for a while, but I haven't seen anything concrete on that. So
no, I don't think it's concrete, but I'm pretty certain that that's how it's going to work based on the information that I have. So
I'm thinking that is going to be like that as well. Yeah. But let's talk about the rest of the bugs. Now, on the 5.2 release notes, we got a bunch of things. We got a bunch of bugs that were supposed to be corrected. But apparently they're not. The Thor's hammer, I haven't noticed that previously, but I haven't heard people talking
one's
about.
Working.
I think that one is.
I think that's fixed. Yeah.
I think Black Panther also got fixed. This one right here resolved the issue where negative effects icons sometimes still displaying a character.
I can confirm that is not fixed. That is not fixed.
Arena exploit. I'm hearing this is also not
fixed.
Okay.
Not fixed.
All right, and I think that's mainly it. Hey, did you like this new slick animation from Yelena Belova?
I don't play that character. Come on.
All right, one more thing that was not fixed though was this guy. Is your Silver Surfer crashing your game when you're playing on normal graphics mode?
I had him crash yesterday in Doom raids, and I was I was doing a one-shot a node, and then he did his ultimate when I had like 4 characters left, and he crashed the game.
Jeez. So and if you play on low graphics mode, is it fine or you?
I don't play on low graphics mode. I mean, I play on high graphics mode on the stream because it's a beautiful game.
It is.
I'm gonna stream and I'm gonna stream it when it looks good, right? Yeah. And then I play on my iPhone, and my iPhone I don't play on low graphics mode, but I just don't play on low graphics mode. I think the game's too pretty, man.
But he crashes your game. How can you play with Silver Surfer?
He didn't crash it on iOS. He crashed it on BlueStacks. So I went and played it on iOS, and I was fine.
I'm pretty consistently crashing on BlueStacks. So hopefully this gets fixed soon. Their shiny new character not really working correctly. But let's talk about more positivity, because another bug that did pop up in this update did get fixed, and it is raids. So not launching anything. Anything was broken that had that difficulty slider attached to it. They disabled it for a little while. It is working now. No word on compensation. We did get word that there's compensation coming because of this bug. What are you expecting this? How many days were you guys short on your raids because of this?
Well, we got screwed on Friday too because we launched our raids early. So Tuesday through Friday. So how many days is that?
It's 1, 2, 3, 4 days.
Yeah, 4 days.
Depending how many you do a day.
And so we were able, we didn't do Ultimates all those days. We actually started doing Doom. So Doom wasn't affected by this, but the beta raids were, and we were doing, we weren't doing maximum difficulty. I don't know what they're going to do, but I'm expecting us to get some compensation. It's annoying for sure.
Now, there was one good side effect to this. There was some milestones that we had to hit for raids using certain characters for that Moon Knight event, and they were very easy. You could auto it pretty much during these non-difficulty sliders and use all those nocturnal characters for the Moon Knight thing and pick up the milestones very easily. But they missed out on a lot of rewards. So hopefully there is some compensation coming for that. Now, we did get a login calendar that they described that would be having some gold promo tickets, but as you guys know, we have silver promo tickets. And if we look at the response from Zeeks, about this. Right when this launched on a blog on March 12th, we stated that there would go promotional credits in the anniversary calendar. The team has made a last-minute change. That the calendar have silver promotion credits instead. I'm so happy that they announced this beforehand instead of like a week after this happened. The gold promotion credits that would have been in the calendar will be in the secret.
No, this happened the day of. The calendar got shown from Australia, and then they responded to that. So this happened. They reacted to this.
This was the day that it. Well, I'm before this launch is what I'm talking about. Not after the fact that we got this. I'm like, hey, where's this stuff? They should have announced. Hey, we said it was going to have gold.
But it was a reactive post. It was a reactive post.
It was. Yeah, I made a video on it. This came out after the video. So.
Yeah, so it was a reactive post. I don't know, man. There's some sort of quote, and I don't know what it is, but never blame malice when the answer can be explained by incompetence. I think I don't know the quote, but people tell it to me all the time in chat. Yeah. You know what I'm talking about, right?
I do. It's Hanlon's razor. Is it Hanlon's razor? I'm not sure. Let me know in the comments if you guys know what it's called.
Never attribute malice when the answer could easily be attributed to incompetence. That's always what's happening right here.
I mean, there's a lot of people that think, oh, they're trying to screw us. But
I don't know anymore, man. It's baffling, right? And ironically, like the game has been pretty fun for me to play. I'm in Dark Dimension 4, getting through that. I'm enjoying RTA. I'm enjoying Alliance 4. I'm also been the new event is very reasonable, which I know we're going to talk about. It's a great event. But this is just all of this stuff that we're showing over here is just super annoying. Lack of attention to detail. It's just so annoying at this point.
Yeah, I was in that conspiracy theory saying, hey, they're playing some 4D chess here, trying to get us to spend more money.
I don't think so, man.
So many errors upon errors upon errors, and having to give out compensation. It has to be just incompetence. So I'm done with the tinfoil hat.
No matter how you look at it, it's a bad look. I
don't know which one's worse. I don't think it's malice, but is incompetent worse than malice or not? I don't know, but I think it's incompetence.
They are a corporation trying to make money, but that doesn't mean they're deliberately trying to mess with their mind or something. I don't know.
It doesn't seem that way with the amount of errors that we're getting.
Yeah, I know, right?
But let's talk about some positives, because you did mention this. I think this is a very positive thing that we got here. Yeah. These milestones. And the thing that I was pissed off about, hey, no more all opening events. This universal truth thing doesn't even matter, because you could just do one blitz rotation and that's satisfies this for the whole thing. So.
Yeah, it's basically the elite war credit thing is basically equivalent of one complete rotation on a veteran account. So it's not that significant. A lot of people blasted through it on day one and didn't realize that it was a 24-hour event. And you know what? They're not that mad. And they're like, yeah, I'll just blitz an extra rotation.
I'm not that mad.
This event is I think the rewards are actually better than the RTA Battle Pass for this event.
Look at these rewards, guys.
The rewards are quite good, and you don't have to have a big roster. You do need a wide roster to blitz, right?
Yeah.
But you can stay in. You don't have to go to 8.3 in blitz. You can stay in 1, win 4, lose 1, win 4, lose 1, because you get 22 points for winning a battle, and as long as you have the characters unlocked, they can be at like level 1 and you can still blitz with them, right? And get the 22 points. They don't need to be 100K characters in 8.3 or anything like that. And so, this is as long as people have characters unlocked, they're going to do well on this event. It's actually, I think this gives people an incentive to like go and unlock your Ravager Stitcher. You will get use out of him in this event.
Yeah, just for a body, either with a win or a lose. That's important with these events. And what I like about this, it doesn't require as much activity as we had to do for Moon Knight or Red Guardian or even Anti-Venom, going all the way back there for the mini milestone character. And a lot of blitzing, a lot of rotation.
And it's not random. It's not random. Yeah. It's a fixed amount. No, this is a great event. This is player friendly. The rewards are good. It's a reasonable amount of time. I'm going to be blitzing 4 blitz rotations a day, and I should max out the rewards. It may be even less than that. I may finish early at this point. You know what I mean? But it's not. I don't, you know, when it gets into these events where it requires 6, 7, 8 rotations, it's just not fun. Specifically when it's not a character that I need. If you need the character, it doesn't matter. You should be probably blitzing anyways. Yeah, you blitzing anyways. But when it's character I don't need, that's when I get really resentful at the game. So the rewards are amazing. The event is not based on RNG. It's pretty straightforward and it's not time consuming. And this is a huge win for everybody, in my opinion.
Oh, and I know you said not to celebrate, but gosh, no bugs. I've noticed no bugs with this.
No bugs.
Man.
I think it's sad that we're in a place today where the two things are happening right now. You know, it's sad. We're excited when there's no bugs, and we don't believe anything they say. How did that happen?
How do they get credibility back? How do they get credibility back?
I don't know, but maybe not screw up things for like 6 months or something. I don't know.
Oh my goodness!
I don't know. But think about it. Like just the idea that we don't believe it's 5 people, and we don't believe, like, that is really sad if you think about it. And it's their fault. You know what I mean? Like, it's their fault that we don't believe them because there's a history, right? It's just bad.
Do you think if they communicated a lot sooner, because there was a while before we got any communication on this, we got a little blur from Zeke. Do you think that would have solved this?
Don't have bugs. Don't have typos. Don't have bad day. Oh my God! You know what? Communication's great, but it's reactive. The reactive communication is it's fine, right? But it's like it would be better if they didn't have communication.
Better than no communication, but
but if they didn't have to communicate, we screwed up on this. That would be better, right? You know,
would be a lot better. We'd be a lot better.
I think what I personally want, I just want to play this game and not have to, you know, like, think about it. Like, you know, like I'm on Twitch every day at server reset. You know what I mean? And people are there just to see what's wrong because things go sideways, right? Why?
Oh my God.
You know what I mean? Why? I mean, I just want to play the game, but like we're literally beta testing everything in this game for them. We're their QA department, and it's just a travesty. Anyways, this event's good. I really like this event. It's great. Silver Surfer, in theory, if it hadn't have had the exploit, would have been a great release.
Or if his ultimate didn't crash the game. Couple things with Silver Surfer, but
it just seems like it's always something, right?
Let me ask you about these orbs itself for this event. I might keep. You said you're gonna be done with blitzing. I might keep blitzing after this. I did pull once. I pulled a Gear 15 piece.
I pulled the 15 out of them. Yeah, they're actually pretty good orbs.
Do you think you might keep blitzing and getting these tokens after? I know how much you love blitzing. So.
There's Elite 4s and Elite 5 currency in there also.
Oh yeah, I got one of those earlier too.
I got some Elite 5. Yeah. So I'm not a big blitzer. I mean, I blitz whenever I log in, right? You know, it's only 4 or 5 minutes. Yeah. You know, I'm not really picky about my points, so I'll actually drop down pretty far and just blast through it.
Yeah, you could do all this at tier 1 if you weren't rising. So
So the orb, typically these events, the orbs are a bonus, and the opening of the orbs and the milestones, the real values in the milestones, right? These orbs are actually pretty decent. The orbs are pretty decent. Yeah, I have nothing but praises about this event. It's great.
Yeah, this is very, very good. All right, so I forgot to discuss this with OhEmGee while we were recording the news, but we did get another positive change in addition to these third season milestones, or these third anniversary milestones. We got these new raid season milestones, which are long overdue for an update. Frankly, I don't think they've been updated since global launch, so that is 3 years ago. I think I could be remembering that wrong, but yeah, this is finally updated. Before, I think all it had in here was these raid credits here, and then these raid orb fragments. Not very valuable if you are a long-time player, so I'm glad this finally got updated. We got some blue gear in there for newer players, which may or may not have been in there before. We also got purple gear, but we got these orange elite fragments, which is going to help with these very, very limited superior uniques that we got, the ones that take you from gear 12 to 13 that every character needs. We also got these Armory 14 orbs, which are probably a little less valuable because you could farm all of these pieces, I believe, in these Doom raids, the Doom campaigns that we got. So that is good, but I think the big prize here is these Armory 15 orbs. Now, not a lot of alliances are going to be able to get these, but the fact that they're there, I do like this. So once alliances start getting into these Doom raids and start competing with these on like a normal basis and not just doing this a few times a week, I think a lot of alliances are going to get these, and that is hopefully easing up some of the bottlenecks that we're getting at the higher ends of the game. So I think this is a good positive change. Whether you're a newer player, mid-game player, or a end-game player, I think this is positive. I know my alliance is going to get all of these Armory 15 orbs yet, but the fact that there is something to push for, and there's that big reward once alliances start getting the characters that they need to get to Doom raids 100% completion, I think this opens it up. So this is a good positive thing. And then now back to the rest of the news with OhMGee. We got some new events happening, and I can't see them because we already have Star-Lord and Invisible Woman at the 7-star level, and I wish you could see when these events went live, even though you have these, but their events came back last week. You mentioned the mail that we got for some compensation for, I guess there was a screw up with the Star-Lord event. I'm not sure what exactly happened.
Well,
but
I can explain it if you want to know. It's
sure, let's talk about that first.
In the past, every time there was a legendary, and they would have a calendar, a login calendar, right?
Yes.
And they would give you over the week, because they're going to be doing legendaries more often. Instead, they're just going to have them deposited in game in a mail.
Yes. So what was the screw up?
They just didn't do that for Star-Lord.
They didn't give the character shards.
Yeah, for the requirement. So like people didn't get rocket shards. Normally there would be a weekly login calendar, which they're moving away from. And so they did that for Invisible Woman, where they said, oh, Invisible Woman's gonna be live or whatever. Here's some Spider-Verse, I think. I can't remember exactly what it is. Well, they just didn't do that. They didn't do that for Star-Lord, and so they went back and did it after the fact in another mail.
After. Okay. Now, for newer players that are just unlocking these characters, what value do you think Invisible Woman Star-Lord still has in the current meta?
Ooh, boy, you asked a complicated question there.
Give me the simple answer for this.
I don't feel like either of these characters are ultra important right now.
Even with some synergy with Doom and Silver Surfer, possibly bringing Invisible Woman back.
Okay. So Silver. Okay, never mind Doom. Who's got Doom? I don't have Doom.
Let's talk about Silver Surfer.
Silver Surfer.
Both of them.
Yeah, but here's the thing: is Silver Surfer does work well with Invisible Woman, but so does Longshot. You know what I mean? So I don't know.
Bishop. I don't know Bishop combo.
Yeah, or Bishop. Yeah, there other hero cosmics as an option. I think that this is a hero collector game, and then going wide and having a lot of characters unlocked is a part of the game. I don't know if I would go out of my way and spend money to unlock and acquire Invisible Woman or Star-Lord at this time. I think when it happens, you're good. Okay.
Yeah, they were really, really good at one point in the game, and power creep happens, they kind of fall off. All right, now is the time that I like to talk about Winter Soldier and Falcon. Did you check this out on Disney Plus?
Yes, and
before you say anything, spoiler alert, guys. If you have not seen the episode, we're going to talk all about this.
There's no spoilers.
All right, what are your thoughts on this? We will have spoilers, I guess. All right, so what are your thoughts? Talk to everything you've seen, and what do you think will happen with Marvel Strike Force in relation to this? I know they had an offer for Falcon or Winter Soldier.
Yeah, that was trash. That was a trash offer.
You didn't like that? You didn't like that? All right, so other characters. We already have Zemo in the game. We already have Falcon. We already have Winter Soldier. Couple other characters that are possibly being discussed. Maybe a Flag Smasher, Agent 13. Any other characters that you think may be coming to the game based on what you've seen in the show so far?
Okay, so back in the day, the first 2 years of Marvel Strike Force, every time there was a Marvel movie almost every 6 weeks. Back in the day, you remember that? It was like always
before the quarantines.
Yeah. I mean, it was literally like, Deadpool 2, Ant-Man 2. It was just like constant. Black Panther. There was like a movie.
Yeah.
Like every other month. And I really enjoyed that, and Captain Marvel and all of that stuff, right? And we didn't really have much of an integration with WandaVision, and I don't feel we had much of an integration with Winter Soldier either. And I kind of hope they do, because I really did enjoy that.
Yeah. Other big character reveal, U.S. Agent. What do you think is going to happen with him in the show? And do you think there's any tie-in with Marvel Strike Force coming for U.S. Agent?
Oh, I hope so. I mean, I would have thought they would have done that already, though. Like, I thought that this patch would have been like the Winter Soldier patch, and it's not. So I don't know why. They might, but it seems like if they were going to do it, they would have done it now. Is
it because this is a Disney Plus release and not theatrical? Because when Jessica Jones Defenders, we never really got any tie-ins for Marvel Strike Force to go along with those things being released on Netflix. So
you would think that Disney's business model, they said publicly that it's shifting towards the streaming services away from theatrical, and but yet we don't see any cross promotions. I would love to have cross promotions. I think they're fun.
I liked them when they had them in game, and it was cool back when we had a lot of theatrical releases. Now, speaking of theatrical releases, just got a date for the theatrical release of Black Widow. I don't know if this is the final date because we've had dates before and it's been pushed back and pushed back. But the latest date right now, July 9th. Shang-Chi also got a date. I think September 3rd was a date. Is this? Do you think this is the final date? Are you excited that Black Widow finally will get out to the public?
Well, yeah, finally, I have mixed thoughts about paying $30 to see it on Disney Plus, but for me, I would, my understanding is that in Vegas, and I'm in Vegas, some of the theaters are open at limited capacity, and hopefully vaccines are a thing by the time the movie comes out and everything's better. But I actually just want to have a genuine, authentic movie-going experience here, with some popcorn and whatever.
Gotcha. Now, do you think that we're finally getting the reworks to some of these characters, maybe some of these hinted characters that may be in this that we don't know about coming to Marvel Strike Force, or we're getting the rework in 5.3 for the Skilletary? Black Widow's getting that Skilletary tag and then done. Is that it, or are you expecting more because of this movie?
I'm not sure that Black Widow is supposed to be on the Skilletary team. Maybe not.
They're giving her that tag, right?
They're giving her the tag, but I almost felt like the tag is for the monthly training materials event. It just to fill that.
That makes sense.
Because just so that there's enough characters, right?
Yeah. Kind of like we did with Miss Marvel, so you could unlock other Inhumans if you don't have search another yo-yo.
Yeah. But the team always seemed off, and I wonder if they were just waiting to give us the full potential of the team with the theatrical release. So maybe they're just hanging on to it until then. I don't know.
That was a lot of speculation when military skill came out. Like, what is military skill? This is not a team tied in with the movie. We got Killmonger in the team. We got Punisher on it. What is this?
The team is off. The team is wonky, man. The team is not good either. And so I think this has to do with the movie alignment and COVID and all that stuff. So,
gotcha. Well, totally agree. That is it, brother. Any other final thoughts before you go?
I'm unpopular opinion. I'm really actually enjoying parts of this game quite a bit, and I wish that this noise would just go away. I really do. And it'd be nice to log in tonight and do my stream and go through server reset and not have to worry about game-breaking bugs or exploits or malaligned offers. I mean, it'd be just nice to play this game, just to play it, because I do like the game a lot.
Can you imagine where this game would be if we got like a month with no bugs? How happy the community would be. Like,
yeah,
what that would be like. I don't know. I haven't seen that in this game yet.
And just on a personal level, my interests are aligned with the game doing well. My best month for YouTube and Twitch was in October with Symbiotes, when everybody was happy.
Yeah,
I mean, that was. I don't know about you. So it's not like all this stuff falling apart is good for me, man. I want it to be good. I want it. My best month was the Symbiote month, and I want to go back to that. That was a great month, and I hope that there's many more months like that in the future. I think it was supposed to
be like this with Silver Surfer. The community was so happy on Monday, and then Tuesday rolled around, and then Wednesday morning, everybody woke up like, oh, what?
Oh. Yeah.
So there was so much excitement. So yeah, hopefully there's something that brings it back and shifts this. But yeah, I'm done with the drama. I don't want any more. Tell everybody where they can find you and if you have something to promote, my friend.
Well, I'm on YouTube, of course, but if you want to see the chaos of a launch day or a new event, and you want to be on top with what's happening real time, come hang out on Twitch. Server reset almost every day. Server resets when the blitzes go live, when the new packs come out, and that's different for everybody. But it's the same time for everybody. And for me, that happens to be at 5 o'clock Pacific time. So that's 7 o'clock for you, right? 7 o'clock at night for you. And it's where that's what's happening in Marvel Strike Force is server reset on Twitch for sure.
And you never know what's gonna happen, guys.
You never know what's gonna happen,
running well, and then boom, everything breaks.
and the developers are usually involved in, or at least watching, and we're finding bugs, reporting them, all that stuff, man. It's crazy.
Yes, it is. I know. I've been on some of your streams. It does get crazy. So stop by, guys. Links are his YouTube channel, Twitch channel are down below. I'm sure you guys know where to find it already, but click on those links, check him out, give him a subscribe if you haven't already. I will see you guys next time. Thank you for joining me at 100 episodes, guys. I'm going to do something in just a bit. I'm not sure what. Oh, yeah. I hear that. I love that.
You always have a foghorn, right?
Yeah. I do. But we've been having some audio issues, so I'm trying to avoid some of the stuff. So, all right, brother, I will see you guys next time. Thank you for watching. Subscribe. Let's grow this channel. Let's get this bigger and bigger.
Let's go.
Like fist bump. Oh yeah, baby. ValleyFlyin, a mobile gamer. Out.